Welcome, Lancaster, to another coverage of L28 Sports, where we have the Antelope Valley Lady Lopes hosting the Lancaster Lady Eagles. And it's senior night for the Antelope Valley Lady Lopes. And the first starting infield, the catcher, number 1, Celeste Hernandez. Number 2, number 21, the pitcher, Isabella Caballero. Number 4, Nohemi Diaz, right fielder. Number 5, Dana Acosta. Number 16, Franco. Number 9, Kelly. Number 10, Hoganista. Number 5, Acosta. Number 23, Negretti. And number 3, Shania Kelly. Oh, D'Angela Lovely as the shortstop. So another special night for the Antelope Valley Lady Lopes, trying to get their first win. And Cabrera up to with the first pitch, and looks like it's a high ball. Up to bat, number 9 for the Lancaster Lady Eagles, Layla Acosta, number 9. And looks like she walks her number 9 going to first base. And Layla Acosta going to first base. There's the first pitch, and it looks like another high ball. And the daughter of Coach Kendall Zinn, Jordan Zinn, up to bat. And gets a strike right down the middle nicely thrown by Caballero. There's a pitch, that high pops up right there. Looks like almost caught it. Was number 9, Shania Kelly, just missing the catch. So in speaking to Rick Hannaran, he's really proud of what his team has accomplished so far, to staying together, not giving up, and pretty much has seen the growth of his Lady Lopes. And here's a nice hit by number 18, Sam Salas, the pitcher. And rounding up, here goes Jordan Zinn to also score. So 2 runs batted in by Salas with a nice double. And the Eagles starting off hot with their bat size. He just beat Highland. Was it they beat Highland last week? And are in actually third place right now here in the Golden League. Caballero with the windup. There's the pitch. Foul ball. And Ree Rubio up to bat. No, Ordonez. Naomi Ordonez up to bat. Plays utility at third baseman and center field. There's the pitch. Now should be 2-2. We're top of the first here. Score is 2-0. No outs. Runners on second. That would be Salas. High ball over the catcher, and Salas will stay at second base. No movement. The full count pitch, fouled out, and let's see if they can get underneath. Number 3, oh, almost catches it, and calls for a single. Sardonias hits the ball and gets a nice single. And up to next to bat, number 13 for the Eagles, DeAndre Rankins. Gets the pitch a little low, and the runners advance. Runners advance to third and second. So that was Salas and Ordeñas moving bases as Rankins gets a pitch, hits it right straight through. Oh, right off the glove of number 5, Dana Acosta. And looks like the Eagles will score again. And here comes number 7, Rubio. Also in the score. Ashley Luxamaya hits it, gets contact. The throw to first. And it looks like she goes ahead and makes first base right there. Score is top of the first, 4-0. Runners on first and second. We got Rankins on second. Luxamana on first base, and number 3 looking for a bunt slap. Oh. And she goes to base too. Well, bases loaded. That was number 3 going to base. Rubio. But gets called back to home plate, and she'll bat again. Flashes the bunt. Pitch goes into the dirt, and that would be a ball. So we got 2 balls, 0 strikes, top of the first. Rubio hinting to, pulls it back, hits it. Oh, almost under it. Was Shania Kelly, almost got that catch. And the bases are loaded for the Lancaster Eagles. We're top of the first here. Senior night for the Lopes. And like I mentioned earlier before, a lot of growth and a lot of spirit on this team, even though their record does not reflect it. But the Lopes definitely have that team spirit. Caballero with the pitch, a little bit high. And Janiyah Coleman, outfielder. Sophomore, 5'7", up to bat. And here's the pitch. And it looks like another runner gets walked in. As Coleman takes first base here, a little meeting of the minds here on the pitcher mound, trying to calm the nerves down for Caballero. What did you say? Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah. So bases are loaded top of the first. It's 5-0 right now. As Ashley Laksamama is on third, Rubio on second, and Coleman on first. And batting now for the Eagles, Bree Price. Gets the pitch and looks like another ball. There's the pitch, a little high. And that was a strike right down the middle by Caballero. Isabella, number 21, the senior pitcher. You got another strike, hits the dirt. Count should be 3 balls, 1 strike, but it looks like we'll have another pitcher go in. Another runner makes it across home plate. That was number 2. For the Eagles, Ashley Laksamana. Oh, Bree sees the contact, hits it foul. Almost goes right into the team's dugout. Lancaster Eagles dugout right there. There's another pitch in the dirt and walks Price going to first base. And now bases are loaded. Up to bat now, number 9 for the Eagles, Layla Acosta. Talking to Coach Zinn right there. He gets a little elbow brace. Trying to get settled back into the batter's box. Caballero looking for what pitch she's going to do. Starts off a little bit high right there as the counts now 1-0. Next, now 2-0 pitch coming up. Layla Acosta just trying to find that one pitch to see if she can get an RBI or possibly a home run here. Looks like a high pitch. Looks like she walks Acosta and coming in. Another run for the Eagles, number 3. That's Rubio coming in. Top of the first score, 7-0. As number 11, Jordan Zinn now, daughter of Kendall Zinn and Roger Zinn, up to bat. Jordan Zinn, number 11. First pitch rolls right in the dirt. And she'll get another pitch here by Isabella Caballero, number 21, the senior, pitching for the Lady Lopes here. There's the next pitch. Popped up high. Let's see if we can get a Lope underneath it. Oh, misses the catch, but here goes another run scored. Number 10 for the Eagles in. That's Coleman in for the Eagles. 2 outs for the Lopes right now. Trying to get that one more out to get out the top of the first here. Caballero with a windup in the pitch. Goes right into the dirt through the legs of the catcher. And the Lady Lopes kind of struggling right now in the first inning. trying to get out the first, as the score is right now 8-0. But it's senior night for the Lopes, and again, this team does not know how to quit, and displaying great sportsmanship all throughout the season so far. And it looks like we'll go ahead and switch sides here, as Lancaster now will take the infield. And the Antelopes now will go up to bat as we get out the top of the first with the score 8-0. Eagles up. So the Eagles sitting right now in third in the Golden League. I believe Courtsill is number one, and second is probably Highland. So the Eagles on the incline of getting better and better, as well as the Lady Lopes as well for the Antelope Valley.
Sorry? That's him. That's Rick. Thank you. Do my intro pop.
And now we'll go to Tiffany Johnson for a quick intro.
Thank you, Joe. So it might be a tough game for the Lopes, but when we were talking to head coach Rich, he was saying that the most important part of this game for them is to focus on community. If they don't have the community aspect, then it's going to be hard for them to come together and keep that morale of the team. Right now they have a 0-14 records. That's pretty tough, right? But he's saying that there's progression within the sport for them at the moment. They're able to focus on making sure that their batting's better, their defense is better. They're just becoming better players overall, which may be tough for them to understand now as young athletes, but when they step into seniors and juniors, there's going to be a lot more progression within that. Now Lancaster has this really strong player on their team that happens to be the daughter of the coaching staff, Jordan. Jordan Zinn is their star athlete. This girl is strong offensively, defensively, and just amazing with the bat and with catching. So it's going to be exciting to see how she plays. And when we spoke to her at the last game, she told us that she just has a heart and soul for softball because she came from baseball. So she has a different understanding when it comes to ball tactics and playing. So I'm excited to see how these teams are going to keep each other motivated. Now Lancaster might even have a little bit more humility playing through this game. We're also going to feature, I don't know if you've mentioned yet, Joe, but we're going to feature Courtsill playing against Eastside today. Courtsill is the #1 softball team, so to make sure they keep that spot is going to be so important.
Take your time.
Thank you, Tiff, for that intro and the tidbits of information there. Looks like the catcher, Celeste Hernandez. Did she get hit on the pitch? She get hit hit by the pitch. Hopefully she is good to go and can get back in that batter box, but that looks like it surely stung. Looks like her left leg right there. Coach Hannaran trying to say maybe we can just shake it off a little bit. You know, back in the day it was like, you know, shake it off, get some Dymatap or maybe some duct tape, right? But there we go. Looks like she's able to go to first base. Stretching it out a little bit.
Whoever's getting detail.
And looks like Hernandez is off good to go to make it to first base. All right. But those definitely do sting, I tell you. So number 21, Isabella Caballero, senior pitcher for the Lady Lopes, set to bat, going against Salas, number 18. Salas, a great sophomore pitcher for the Eagles. Start things off with the ball. Here's the second pitch, wind up.
Angel, if somebody's in the shot.
And it's a strike. Right down the middle. Nice pitch by Salas, catching the right left corner of the plate right there. 1 ball, 1 strike so far as the count. Ooh, nice contact by Caballero. She's running to first, but she advances Hernandez to second.
Angel, that's a great wide placement. So make sure every single guy just stays there, okay?
Up to bat next, third baseman Uni Noriega, junior third baseman for the Lady Lopes. Here's the first pitch by Salas. Hernandez thought she can get third, goes right back to second. Salas with the windup and the pitch. Right down the middle. Goes for strike number 2. Noriega gets some contact right there. Throw to first and she's out. But it looks like Hernandez advances all the way to third base and is in scoring position. So Salas talking a little bit with her second baseman. That's coming up to the plate. Franco, number 16 for the Lopes. First pitch looks like to be a ball. Score is 8-0, bottom of the first, with runners on third for the Lady Lopes. Next pitch, a ball. Counts 2-0, and here goes Salas looking at her menu of pitches. Wind up in the pitch, goes over the plate. And here's the 3-0 pitch by Salas. Gets the first strike right there. So Franco a little selective on the pitching. Trying to find that right ball. Maybe she can get Hernandez in for a run. Oh, to get some contact, but it's fouled out. So we got the full count with 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Lopes in scoring position. Here's the full count pitch. And it's a strike, and that takes care of the first inning with the score 8-0. And the Eagles will now go up to bat. So just to give you a quick update, the game between Courts Hill and Eastside, the game is delayed. So we'll give you more updated news as that develops there with Courts Hill against Eastside, the number 1 team of the Golden League right now, Courts Hill Royals, facing a very competitive Eastside Lions, which we'll be covering them, I believe, the boys team this Friday? Tomorrow. Actually, we're capturing them tomorrow. Eastside against Courts Hill, but on the boys' side. So nice baseball action for tomorrow, and that'll be Ronnie Wald, the Wald man, commentating that game. But the same crew with me, Tiffany, Angel, Jacobo, Ryan, Jen, and Annabelle here, bringing you sports coverage within Lancaster. All right, so we're going top of the second here as the Lady Lopes warm up in the infield. I think up to bat, coming up next to bat will be Salas, the pitcher for the Eagles. So it'll be Salas, Ordonez, and Rankins, the first three batters for the second inning, top of the second. All right, so we're starting the second inning with Salas up to bat right now. Salas, the sophomore pitcher for the Lady Eagles, gets the first pitch. It's a ball from Caballero, number 21. Senior pitcher for the Lady Lopes. The wind up in the pitch, hitting the dirt. So the count right now 2-0 for Caballero going against Salas. There's the windup in the pitch. Hits the dirt again. 3-0. On a nice, pretty breezy day so far, but the sun's out. Here's the pitch. Nice hit by Salas. Squares up and hits it right over to left field. And she takes a nice single right there. So Salas with contact on the bat hits it right into that gap right there in the left field. Right there to first base, and up next to bat, Ordonez. First pitch is a ball. The windup in the pitch from Caballero. Oh, Ordonez gets contact. Throws it right into the infield, and Salas makes it right to second. And Ordonez makes it to first as well. Top of the second, no outs. Eagles in control here. Visiting the AV Lady Lopes on senior night. So Isabella Caballero looking for the first pitch here. Going against Rankins. Goes right into the third, and the runners advance to third and second. So Salas goes to third, and Ordonez goes to second. As number 13, Rankins will try to get on base. Wind up in the pitch a little high. Counts 2-0. And that's ball number 3 for Caballero. Rankins looking for that nice pitch that she can get some contact with and see if she can advance some runners into the home plate. Here's the windup in the pitch. And Rankins will throw the bat down and go to first base. Up next, number 2, Ashley Laxamana. The 5'1" junior right there to bat. Takes the first pitch high. as bases are loaded here. Next pitch goes into the dirt. Bases loaded with Rankins, Ordonez, and Salas on first, second, and third for the Eagles. And Luxamana trying to get some contact here, and it fouls it all the way to left field. Count 2 balls, 1 strike by the ump. As Caballero winds up and pitches right into the dirt. Top of the second, bases loaded. No outs here. Luxamana almost gets hit by that one, dodges it. And we'll have another run here. Salas going in, scoring for the Lancaster Eagles. Up to bat now, number 3. Rubio for the Eagles. But Coach Hannaran going to talk to Isabella here. A little quick timeout. You're watching L28 Sports. All right, it looks like we're back from the timeout here from the Lady Lopes, and we'll commence to the game. So number 3, Rubio up to bat. Here's the pitch. Hernandez throwing to third, checking third. And here's the 1-0 pitch by Caballero. One ball, 1 strike now. The 1-1 pitch. Oh, Rubio saw that, likes it, hits it. Looks like Ordania's in for the score, and also has Rankins, and Luxamana also comes home as well. So nice double by Rubio, advancing most of the runners in except herself. Here's the pitch. Oh, start things off with a strike. Nice pitch by Caballero.
When I say going wide,
and Coleman hits stuff, fouls it out, almost hits our cameraman Jacobo right there on the right field, but nice contact on the bat. Caballero gets the ball back. And here's the 0-1 pitch right now. Hits the dirt right before the plate. And Rubio will stay right there at second. Scores 12-0. Top of the second. And they try to throw to second as the runner advances to third. Rubio, she'll probably just stay right there on the third. As Roger Zinn, third base coach, assistant coach for the Eagles. Here's the pitch, a little bit high over the catcher. And when speaking with Coach Rick Hanran, one of the biggest struggles so far for the Lopes has been the pitching. But he has said that there's been a lot of upsides with the program and a lot of progression and good trends for the future of the Lopes. So hopefully there'll be more of a bigger pool of players to pick from and develop in these upcoming seasons for the Lady Lopes. But so far dominating the CIF Golden Leagues right now has been the Eagles, the Bulldogs, and the Royals in softball. So back to the game here. Caballero pitch. Oh, nice contact by Bree Price. Pops out. And they're trying to get Coleman out, but looks like she stays safe. And still a valid runner. So nice catch by the Lopes right there on that infield play. I believe that was by number 9, Shania Kelly with the catch. And here's the bat. Here's the pitch. Number 9 hits it right there into the gap. Rubio in for the score. So that was Acosta with the RBI. And up to bat next is one of the shining stars of the Eagles, Jordan Zinn, number 11. Here's the pitch. And a nice strike by Caballero. Hits within the zone there. Let's see what Jordan does to adjust here. Here's the pitch. Oh, nice hit. Runs to left field. Advancing runners to first and second. It looks like Coleman will go ahead and take the score as she runs in, and the score is now 13-0, top of the second. So Salas up to bat now, number 18, also the pitcher for the Lopes. So Salas up to bat. Here comes the pitch. A little short. Caballero. 0-1. Now it's 1-1. Salas with some contact, fouling it out there to left field. The ball comes back to Caballero. Score 14-0 right now, top of the second. 2 up, 2 down for the Lady Lopes, trying to get out the second inning here. There's Caballero with the 1-1 pitch. Winds up, pitches it through, but Salas with some contact, hits the left side. It looks like he's going to bat in. Number 9 coming in for the Eagles. Acosta in. And number 7 up to bat now for the Naomi Ordonez. But looks like that's done with the second inning, and the Lady Lopes will now take turns with the bat as the Eagles switch sides with the Lopes and take the outfield. Top of the second here, 15-0. Actually, we're heading towards the bottom of the second with the score 15-0.
You got Kendall. You got 3 in the circle.
Changing my picture.
So we're back to some action here. Bottom of the second. As the Lopes are now in taking the batting position. So Kelly, number 9, up to bat, going against Salas. Salas starts things off, going right down the middle with a nice strike. And leads the count with 0-1. Looks like she gets another nice strike down, right down the middle with the 0-2. Looks like Kelly gets a nice hit right over the center field there. Going to second, she dives in, nice dive. And she's safe. So that was a nice double by Shania Kelly, center field junior for the Lady Lopes. No outs, bottom of the second, and see what the Lopes can do here as a nice left-hander comes up, number 10, Sophie Organista. Left fielder junior for the Lady Lopes, up the bat going against Salas. Ooh. Salas starts things off with a strike, going against the left-hander here. Oh, Sophie got some contact up there and fouls it away. So here comes the 0-2 pitch for Salas. Wind up the pitch. Ooh, nice contact by Sophie. And it's a foul ball. So she'll run back from first back into the batter box. Oh, yep, there she goes. So here's the 0-2 pitch for Salas. Let's see what Salas can do here. Here's the wind up the pitch. Nice contact by Sophie. Runners advances to third, and she'll get the first. It looks like she'll score. Kelly, Shania Kelly, number 9, scores for the Lopes. So the Lopes taking advantage of the overthrow on first, but nice hit by Sophie Organista. With a nice RBI to Kelly. And the score should now be 15-1. So the Lady Lopes score on senior night. So great job by the Lopes right there, and see what Salas could do here. Salas was up ahead on that count, but Here's the pitch. Fouled high. Oh, fouled way high. Yep.
Thank you.
So bottom of the second, runners on first. No outs here for the Eagles at visiting the Lady Lopes at their home at Antelope Valley High School. Here's the hit. Looks like it goes straight to first base. He tags her out. Ordonez with the out. Organista advances to second base. As number 23, Maria Negretti, is up to bat, the right-hander. Left field senior for the Lady Lopes. Wind up in the pitch. Gets a nice strike from Salas. And she's up in the count to 0-2. There goes Salas. Ooh, Negretti swings and misses. And she's out. So 2 up, 2 down for the Eagles. As number 3 for the Lady Lopes goes in the box as D'Angela Lovely. Shortstop senior for the Lady Lopes. Lovely gets back into the box, number 3, going against Salas. And here's the first pitch. Starts things off with the ball.
Hey, 2-1-4.
0-1 pitch from Salas, a swing from Lovely. And we're now at 1-1. Wind up in the pitch. Nice strike right down the middle by Salas. And now Salas is up in the count 2-1. There's the wind up in the pitch. Oh, nice hit by Lovely. Hits it right to the shortstop, trying to get to the first, and it's out. And that's 3 up, 3 down. And the Eagles get out of the bottom of the second. Now it's the Lopes' turn to go in the outfield, and the Eagles next up with the bats. You're watching L28 Sports between Lady Lopes against the Lancaster Eagles. All right, as we head to the top of the third here, just to give you a quick update, that game that I spoke about earlier from Court Sill visiting Eastside, Court Sill up 4-0 in boys baseball, varsity baseball. But current score for today's game that you're watching, Lancaster varsity Eagles up 15-1 against the Lady Lopes. And we do have a pitcher change right here. Number 5 pitching for the Lady Lopes, Dana Acosta, the junior, replacing Isabella Caballero, the senior. So number 5, Acosta, will now be pitching for the Lady Lopes. I saw that right there too. All right, so welcome back to the game, top of the third, and leading things off for the Eagles. Let's see the batter here. So Acosta started things off with the first pitch and start things off with a ball. So Riley Eddy, number 23, getting some game time here for the Eagles, going against the new pitcher, Acosta. And 2-0 so far right now, number 5 for Acosta. Replacing Caballero. Going against Riley from the right-hander from the Eagles. And looks like things are now 3-0 for the pitching count. But I got a great story here for you guys. For the Zen family, Roger and Kendall Zen actually met in Lancaster, and so here we go. And nice walk. Number 23 goes to first, is walked, and up to bat now for the Eagles. If I can see your number here. Number 6. Joanne Stinson. And you can hear her team that's encouraging her, singing her a song. But back to my story with Kendall Zen and Roger Zen meeting all, high school sweethearts, much to the same story as the parents of Tiff. Meet high school sweethearts meeting and sharing the same passion and love for the sport of baseball and softball. So just a heartwarming, fun story between, Roger Zen and Kendall Zen, and sharing that passion and joy. And even more kudos right here when you have your daughter now playing and sharing the same joys that you do. So shout outs to them, and as they continue their pursuit here in the Golden League. So back to the game here. The 1-2 pitch by Acosta. Oh, nice hit by number 6. And looks like they're going to advance to first and second. So that was a nice hit by Stinson, advancing Eddie to second. And Stinson now at first. And number 2, Ashley Luxamana. I swear she was right-handed. Now she's in the left-hander batter box, a batter box I'm familiar with. There's the wind up in the pitch. Starting things off high for Acosta. So Ashley Luxamana in the batter box takes the pitch. And dodges that one as it goes into the dirt. There's the windup and pitch from Acosta, the 2-0 pitch. Here's the windup. Oh. Caught swinging on that one. As the count now goes to 3-1. So Luxamana trying to see if she can advance these runners on first and second. Top of the third. Here's the pitch. Hits it. And it's fouled out. So here's a full count. Here's a 3-2 pitch from Acosta. And let's see what Luxamana does with this one here. Wind up the pitch. She hits it. It's a chopper. Throws it to first. Luxamana out, but runners advance to third and second. So that's Eddie on third, Stinson on second. And now in the batter box, number 3. That should be Rubio for the Eagles. And Acosta with the windup in the pitch, and it hits the dirt. So just like I said earlier, if you're just joining us, giving you an update here. Court Sill against Eastside, 4-0. Court Sill boys in control against the Eastside Lions there. Here's the second pitch, right back in the dirt. Check to third. And Eddie's safe on third, and second, Stinson for the Eagles. All right. Costa with the 2-0 pitch. Wind up the pitch. And that's a strike. Falls right in the zone. Rubio being a little picky right there. Wind up in the pitch from Acosta. And he gets a strike. So it looks like the count now is going to be 2-2. Eagles still in control here, 15-1 as we are chilling at the top of the third. Rubio hints bunt, but slaps it and goes right over into the gap in left field. And in the score is Riley Eddie scores and Stinson advances to third. And number 10 to bat now, Jayana Coleman. The 5'7" sophomore outfielder for the Eagles. Going against Acosta now, number 5 for the Lady Lopes. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's a strike. That was a nice slow pitch there by Acosta, just changing it up. Kind of confused Coleman on that, but here goes the second pitch. 0-1 pitch. Oh, a swing and a miss from Coleman. So Stinson sitting right there on third, waiting to see if she can get to home. And here's the pitch. And Coleman doesn't swing on that. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Oh, it looks like number 3, Rubio, advances to second. So runners on second and third for the Eagles. Acosta with the 2-2 pitch. Oh, hits the dirt. And Coleman does the right thing by ignoring it and not swinging. Steps right back into the batter box. Top of the third, 16-1, and runners on second and third for the Eagles. And here goes Acosta with the pitch. And walks Coleman. Coleman throws down the bat and jogs to first as number 14 for the Eagles to the batter box. And that's Bree Price. The 5'7" third baseman, sophomore for the Eagles. The windup in the pitch. And that's a strike for Acosta. Bases loaded here. There's the windup in the pitch. Oh, hits right to Acosta as Stinson will score. And as Acosta, hopefully she's okay. She's grimacing, kind of laughing and smiling about it, but that's the nature of softball and in baseball. Sometimes when that bat swings, the ball can go right to you, just like a magnet sometimes. And she's laughing it off, so she's not. Definitely, probably stung her a bit, I would say, but not to the point where it's like. Hindering her performance, so she's still good to pitch. Yep, Acosta, she's a trooper, folks. And great sportsmanship displayed by the Eagles too, giving her a round of applause for the Lopes here. 17-1 here, top of the third, 1 up, 1 down. So here's the windup in the pitch. Start things off with a ball. So Acosta takes another pitch to the dirt and they check the third base, and Rubio dives right back and she's safe. So base is still loaded. Acosta in the batter's box, and here's the 2-0 pitch. Hits it straight to the third baseman going home, and looks like Rubio's out. Nice infield play by the Lopes. So 1 up, 1 down, and Jordan Zinn, number 11. But all right, so it's another mercy inning for the Eagles, and they'll go ahead and step on out and switch sides as we go to the bottom of the third, 17-1. You're listening and watching L28 Sports.
Take a couple. Take a couple. Take a couple.
All right, so we do have a pitching change for the Lancaster Eagles, and that would be number 11, Jordan Zen. I mean, she does it all. She plays first base, second base, utility, and now, right, as you can see, she's pitching for the Lancaster Eagles. And like we mentioned earlier, she's the daughter of father and mother Roger and Kendall Zen. So, you know, it's automatic that she's making her parents proud already. So here we go as we venture off to another inning. Bottom staying here at bottom of the third is the wind up in the pitch. Ooh. And it's is that a foul ball? Start things off with a foul ball, and it was kind of funny. It just hits the bat high and to the outside. And that's nice strikeout. Oh no, not. It's 1-1-2 pitch. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes for Jordan Zen, and she's up in the count. Wind up in the pitch. Just missing the strike zone on that one, but definitely brought the heat on that one. 2-2. Ooh. And looks like gonna walk. Nope. Now we're gonna have a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count pitch for Jordan Zen. Going against number 1, Celeste Hernandez, the catcher. And like a disciplined batter, doesn't swing, and she advances to first, takes the walk. So Jordan, with her debut pitching of the game here, walks Celeste Hernandez, the catcher. Just to give you an update on that Court Sill and Eastside game, Court Sill in control here now. What last update was 4-0. Now they are up 13-0. So nice job by the Court Sill Boys Royals in control of that game against Eastside. All right, so up to bat now. Number 21, Isabella Caballero. Ooh. There's a pitch. Starts things off with the ball. Oh, two. And the runner advances to second. Let's see if she goes, and Hernandez makes it. And she actually going to try to go to. She's going to run to third. And she makes it to third. Nice. That was April Ambrose for the Lady Lopes advancing to third. And a nice strike. A swing and a miss. As Jordan Zinn brought the heat on that one. With a nice pitched strike there. And here's the second pitch. Another one straight down the middle. So Jordan Zinn developing a rhythm right here. Wind up in the pitch. Gabriella with some contact, fouls out. Fouls outside the lines right there, and then now it's a 1-2 pitch. Wind up in the pitch. So 2 balls, 2 strikes is what the ump says here as Gabriella goes back in the box and she gets hit in the elbow. And she'll take her base as she gets hit by a pitch. So up to bat now for the Lady Lopes, Yanni Noriega. Ooh, nearly gets hit as well. Two balls, no strikes, 2-0 count for Zinn. There's the pitch. So the count now 3 balls, 0 strikes for Zinn. As Noriega stays in the batter box, and now she gets a strike. Jordan Zinn with the 3-1 pitch here. Winds up, pitches. Ooh. It hits Noriega right there in the buttocks. And she's smiling about it, but it's not fun, folks. It's not fun. And she'll take her base as the bases get loaded here. So Uni on first, Caballero on second, and number 6 for the Lopes on third, and that was Ambrose, April Ambrose. So Rick Hannaran talking to his team, trying to get some strategies on to possibly watch that ball and when and how to run those bases here. As looks like number 1 for the Lady Lopes will now take the batter's box. There's a number 1 or 16. Oh, 16, I'm sorry. And that's Franco for the Lopes. Natalia Franco. First baseman senior for the Lopes in the batter's box going against Zinn. And Zinn pitches, goes right behind her. Right behind Franco. So bases are loaded here. 17-1, bottom of the third. The Eagles have just been dominating here in these last innings, but Jordan Zinn showing a little bit of struggles right there on the mound, hitting a couple batters so far, but definitely bringing the heat. Here's the windup in the pitch. Looks like high. Franco with another high pitch, and she's going to go and take a base as well. So Franco walking, and we get a score. And Breeze gets a score for the Lady Lopes on senior night. Score now 17-2. So now we might have a pitching change, and looks like we are. Looks like number 3, Rubio, going to the pitcher's mound now, and she's going to go take over and throw some pitches. So Jordan Zinn going to second, looks like, or maybe the outfield. No, second. Yeah, second. So as we warm up here, again, the latest updated score that I got from that Court Sill Eastside game, 13-0. I'll double check again for you guys shortly, momentarily, as we switch pitchers here. You're listening and watching L28 Sports. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here. Bottom of the third action, still score 17-2 here. Bases loaded as Rubio throws the first pitch and brings the heat right down the middle. Starts things off with 0-1, and she's up in the count. So if you're just joining us, Rubio now taking pitching duties here as she takes the mound. Here's her next pitch. Going against number 9, Shania Kelly for the Lady Lopes, who made a nice catch and I believe also a couple base hits as well earlier today. There's a windup in the pitch and another strike right down the middle with the count 1-2. There's Shania Kelly in the batter's box going against Rubio. Rubio with the windup in the pitch. Right outside the strike zone as the umpire calls ball. And the score is now still 17-2. Bases loaded here, bottom of the third. Rubio with the windup in the pitch. Rubio with the full count here as Kelly goes back in the batter's box. There's the windup in the pitch, the full count pitch. Oh, and she strikes out. So that's 1 up, 1 down for the Lancaster Eagles. Still in control here. Bottom of the third, 17-2 score. As coming up to the batter's box. I can't see her number right now, but we'll get it momentarily. I believe that's Sophie Organista, number 10. The wind up in the pitch. And we get a strike. So Rubio up in the count, 0-2. Let's see what Sophie does with this one. He swings. And a stroke. I'm sorry, that was Paez who struck out for the Antelope Valley Lopes. Bianca Paez. Center fielder, shortstop for the Lady Lopes. And up to bat now is, as she gets settled in, number 5. Dana Acosta, the pitcher for the Lady Lopes. Here's the windup in the pitch from Rubio. A swing and a miss, and a strike. There's the windup in the pitch for Acosta. Acosta gets contact. It's infield. Oh, it looks like Caballero went with the go-ahead run, scores. So now brings the count to 17-3. Up to bat next for the Lopes, number 23. Negretti. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. Maria Negretti. So 2 up, 2 down right now for the Lancaster Eagles. Wind up in the pitch from Rubio. And now's a strike. Rubio up in the count, 0-2. With bases loaded here. 2 up, 2 down. Let's see what the Eagles can do here. Rubio with the windup and the pitch. Thank goodness for this fence right here. Would have missed me still, but would have definitely scared me. So Negretti in the batter's box. She swings and she gets out, and that's 3 up, 3 down for the Eagles as Rubio retires the 3rd inning here. And now it'll be the Eagles' turn to go up to bat as the Lopes take the field. You're listening and watching L28 Sports.
How much do I get in the truck to get paid too? What, number 4 now this year? What the?
John, 0 for 7. 0 for 7.
How many innings? So thank you for joining us here. You're watching and listening to L28 Sports coverage of the Lancaster Eagles visiting the Antelope Valley Lady Lopes. And just to let you know, the game between Courtsell and Eastside High School boys varsity, Courtsell prevailing with a 13-0 victory over the Eastside Lions. So we're back at the game here. Top of the fourth, 17-3. As the Lancaster Eagles take the bat now, Jordan Zinn up to the plate going against Acosta. And here's the pitch. Nice hit by Jordan Zinn. Hits it all the way to left field. Let's see if she's under it. Oh, no. And she's running to second, making her way to third. And nice triple by Jordan Zinn, number 11 for the Lancaster Eagles. Again, the daughter of Kendall and Roger Zinn. A nice, great hit, great triple by number 11, Jordan Zinn. Here's the windup in the pitch from Acosta. Is this Salas? What number is this? The windup in the pitch. Looks like it's number 22 for the Eagles. That's Rios. Anne-Marie Perez. Is that number 22 for the Lancaster? Yes. Okay. Anne-Marie Rios, actually. Senior 5'5" for the Lancaster Eagles. There's the pitch, and that's a strike. So might be facing a full count here. Here's the windup in the pitch. I got it. So Anne-Marie gets right underneath that one, and she gets that hit. So Rios with a nice single with the miscatch from the Lady Lopes on the infield, and Acosta will get another batter here, number 23 from the Lancaster Eagles, and that's Riley Eddy. Riley Eddy, number 23, against Acosta. Here's the windup in the pitch. And the check to third. And Zinn will stay safe right there. That's hanging out on third. Here's the windup in the pitch from Acosta. Nice safe catch by Celeste Hernandez, the catcher for the Lopes. There's a windup in the pitch. Let's see what Eddy does. And she stays still, but gets a strike. Nice strike by Acosta, number 5 here for the Lady Lopes. Here's the windup in the pitch. A little bit high. And that's a ball. The windup in the pitch from Acosta hits the dirt. And Eddie will take a base as she throws the bat down. And now we got bases loaded. Bases loaded for the Eagles as Acosta adjusts her mitt, going against number 6 for the Eagles. That's Joanne Stinson. First pitch is a ball. Joanne Stinson, number 6, in the batter's box. There's the windup in the pitch. Acosta hits the dirt again. As the wind picks up here and the count's 2-0, Acosta goes back to the mound. And Stinson readjusting herself to see what she can do as she faces bases loaded. Right through the legs of Hernandez as she throws it back to Acosta, who tries to cover the home plate just in case something happens there. So Acosta going back to the mound. Stinson in the batter's box. Swing and a miss. So the count now 3-1 as Acosta winds up and pitches. Stinson with a hit, some contact. Gets to the second gap, third base, and looks like Jordan scores. As Stinson gets a nice RBI. So Ashley Luxamana up to bat now, number 2. As the umpires and Coach Hannaran have a little discussion here. Also some discussions on the mound there as Acosta and her infield talk about it. Again, if you're just joining us, Quartz Hill defeats Eastside High School here. The Royals prevailing against the Eastside Lions there in their own den, 13-0. So we're back to the game here. 18-3, top of the 4th, bases loaded. Ashley Luxamana up to bat right now. She swings, check swings outside the batter box, and she goes back inside. So Acosta with the windup and the pitch. She gets a strike. So 0-1 right now is the count for Ashley Luxamana. Runners on all bases. There's the pitch. Goes in the dirt. Hernandez with the coverage, throws it back to Acosta. And the count now is 1-1. We'll see what Luxamana picks here and chooses. There's the windup in the pitch from Acosta. Luxamana hits it right there into the gap. Number 22 scores for the Lancaster Eagles. Zan Marie Rios scoring. Base is still loaded as now Ree Rubio, number 3, goes up to bat. Ree Rubio, also the pitcher for the Lancaster Eagles, now up to bat. Going against Acosta. Acosta with the windup in the pitch. Nice hit by Rubio. Squares it up, hits it over just past center field, and in for the score is number 23 and also number 6 for the Eagles. Eddie and Stinson coming on home. And now up to bat for the Lancaster Eagles, Coleman. Janiyah Coleman, number 10. Going against Acosta here. Runners on first and second. There's the windup of the pitch. It's a ball, and the runner advances to third. Let's see if she can get out. And she's safe. Luxamana is safe. And also it's Rubio as they both advance to the next base. Third and second now occupied by the Lancaster Eagles. There's the windup in the pitch from Acosta. A little high there. Coleman 1 foot out the batter's box. Now both are in as she goes against Acosta. There's the windup in the pitch from Acosta. Goes over the plate and they check third base. Luxamana still safe there. Number 2 as the wind picks up here. A very windy yet sunny Monday here, the April 22nd. Which I hope everybody had a great weekend. If you missed the Poppy Festival that occurred on the 19th through the 21st, another great spectacular event by the Poppy Festival. Shout outs to all the people involved and all the organizations and entities involved bringing to fruition our beloved Poppy Festival at the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds. Costa with the pitcher. Bounces right over the plate for another ball. So it looks like we're at 3-1 with the count. 3-1 as Coleman gets back into the batter's box. There's the windup in the pitch. Outside, and it looks like Janiyah Coleman will go and take first, loading up fully the bases as number 14 for the Eagles takes to the box. And that's Bree Price, number 14, Bree Price to the plate. Shout outs to Bree's father, Roger Price, who's also an Antelope Valley alumni, ironically enough. So here's the hit. Hits it right into the gap, but looks like she gets out. But a runner scored, and that was Ashley Luxamana, number 2. Score now looking at 21-3 as we're here at the top of the 4th. It should be 22-3. My apologies on that. 22-3 was just that recent score. All right, Acosta, the windup in the pitch. So it's Acosta going against Acosta here. Dana Acosta against Layla Acosta here. Score 22-3, top of the 4th, 1 up, 1 down. As the count is 2-0. Wind up in the pitch, and that's a strike now, 2-1. So Dana Acosta going against Layla Acosta. Battle of the Acostas here. Here's the windup in the pitch. Goes over the plate, and it's a strike. So now the count from the ump, 2-2. With the score 22-3. Top of the 4th action. Lady Lopes hosting the Lancaster Eagles on senior night. Here's the windup in the pitch from Acosta. Acosta swings, pops it up. Let's see if she can get under it. And Lovely doesn't get it. Misses the catch there, but here's another runner going to score, and that's Rubio. And a slide for third base, and looks like Coleman is out. Coleman is out, and now it's 2 up, 2 down, I believe. And looks like up to bat now is Jordan Zinn. So Jordan's in now, up to bat, going against Lancaster. Score 22-3. Runners on first. Oh, nice hit by Jordan's in. Hits it right to center field. And they missed the catcher, the Lopes. And it looks like they're rounding the bases and they'll remain where they're at. And that's number 9 at third base, number 11 at second. And it looks like we have another mercy inning right now as we switch the tables. So the Lady Lopes and the Lancaster Eagles will reset, and we'll come right back to you guys in a couple moments here. You're listening and watching L28 Sports. All right, as we journey through the middle of the fourth inning here, just want to remind everybody, all our viewers here, about the farmers market on Lancaster Boulevard every Thursday from 4 to 9 o'clock, right? Yeah, 4 to 9 o'clock, farmers market. Get out there and experience all of the fresh vegetables, produce, and food and entertainment provided to you by the city of Lancaster on the Boulevard, the Boulevard Farmers Market every Thursday. If you have nothing to do on that Thursday, or you just want to, decompress from a long day of work, check out the Farmers Market. It won't let you down, trust me. All right, we're going to start here shortly here. Bottom of the fourth, right? Are we on the bottom? Top? Okay. Top of the fourth here, bottom of the fourth here, 23-3. As Rubio on the mound and up to bat. Number 3, Lovely, for the Lady Lopes. And she takes a strike. Rubio with a nice one right down the middle. Wind up in the pitch. Ooh. I think the count now should be 1-1 as D'Angelo Lovely gets back into the batter's box. There's a wind up in the pitch. Nice contact by Lovely. She gets it right into the center field gap, and she gets a nice single. Nice hit by number 3, Lovely. So up to bat now is number 1, the catcher for the Allen Valley Lady Lopes, Celeste Hernandez. Up to bat now, going to the batter's box against Rubio. Number 3, Ree with the windup in the pitch. Nice strike right down the middle, pulling a check swing from Celeste. As Lovely stays on first base right now, number 3 for the Lopes. In scoring position, here's a windup in the pitch, right down the middle for strike number 2. There's a windup in the pitch. Hitting the cage, fouled out. So 0 balls, 2 strikes is the count now. Rubio on the mound. Here's the windup in the pitch. It looks like that's a high right outside the strike zone, so should be the first ball right there. There's the windup in the pitch. A swing and a miss. And Hernandez strikes out. As we still have a runner in scoring position on first base, that's lovely. And up to bat next, the pitcher, former pitcher of the game, Isabella Caballero, in the batter's box. She gets contact, and that's fouls. So that's counts as the first strike there. So Isabella, the senior pitcher and second baseman for the Lopes, in the box. And Rubio gets a strike right there. Count now 0-2. Let's see what Caballero does. And she gets contact right through the legs of Rubio. And this might be a double play. And it is. As the Eagles get a double play and retire the inning, showing off some great infield fielding right there. Golden Gloves, right? So that retires the fourth inning with the score 23-3 as we now journey off into the fifth inning. You're listening and watching L28 Sports. Oh, you're good.
24 for 16, Rod.
What? Go back up to bat.
My starters are re-entered.
Let's do it. 24 is going to come in just to do.
Oh, shit.
Come on. Kill him. Oh, I wouldn't have lost it.
All right, back to the coverage here. Looks like top of the 5th inning here as Acosta pitches against, looks like Salas. Salas with some contact, hits it right over towards center field. Will they catch it? And they do not. The Lopes do not catch it, and Salas advances to first base. So number 7 up to bat now, Naomi Ordonez for the Lady Eagles, taking the batter's box against Acosta with runners on first base. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it's a strike. Lands right into the strike zone. Naomi Ordonez back in the box. Wind up in the pitch, and here go. Pops it up right in the middle of the field, and looks like, ooh, they almost caught it. That was number 2 for the Lopes, but drops right out of her glove. That was Uni Noriega with the drop catch. But now we have runners on first and second. So Salas on second, Ordonez on first. And in the batter's box, number 13 for the Eagles, Deandra Rankins, going against Acosta. Here's the windup in the pitch. Falls right into the dirt. And no movement on first and second. Here's the windup in the pitch. And a strike, but runners advanced to now third and second. So Salas goes to third. And Ordonez to second. As the count is 1-1, Acosta at the mound. And Rankins in the box. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ooh, Rankins trying to dig deep on that one. She was trying to send that all the way to back to her house. Count now is 1-2. 1-2, runners on first and second. Wind up in the pitch. Rankins hits it right through the center gap, but Salas looks like will score. Making this count 24-3 as we stay here on the top of the 5th. So back in the box again here in the left-hander batter's box, Ashley Luxamana. And as the ball goes into the pitch, Rankins goes from first to second base and advances. So runners now in scoring position on second and third. Here goes Acosta with the pitch. Ashley swings and hits it. Will she get? Oh, number 21, Caballero misses the catch on there. Still no outs here as we are chilling at top of the 5th. So now in the batter's box, Rubio, number 3. Going against Acosta with bases loaded. The windup in the pitch. So the count 1-0 right now. Here's the windup in the pitch. And the count based off of what the ump says, 2-0. As Rubio in the batter box. Costa with the windup in the pitch. Ooh. Gets a strike. And here's the windup and the pitch. Ooh. Nice hit on the gap. Runner scoring Ordonez. Rankin stays at third. Ashley Luxamana at second. And Rubio at first base right now. His bases are loaded. It looks like for Coleman. There's a pitch from Acosta. Coleman with some contact, and it goes foul. Number 10, Coleman, going back in the batter's box as Acosta gets the ball back. Here's the windup and the pitch from Acosta. Goes into the dirt. Here's the windup and the pitch. Coleman doesn't stay, but there's a strike. Uh-oh. Runner's moving here. Might get an out. Might be in the pickle. Oh, she scores. Rankin scores as Rubio advances to second. So Rankins was in a pickle, got out of the pickle, and scores, making the count now 25-3 as we're top of the fifth. And Coleman wind up in the pitch. Foul, tip foul right there by Coleman. 25-3. Well, actually, 26-3. (26-3), yes. So now 2 outs. All right, so that's 3 up, 3 down as we stay in the 5th inning here, and let's see what's going on. You're listening and watching L28 Sports. We'll be right back after these messages.
Let's go. You can't re-enter. Stop it. I know what happened. I 16, 16 re-entry points. Hey, you get a good start, so.
Okay.
Got the 18 in the circle. Yeah.
You're calling.
Got it. Anything else?
No, you good?
You sure?
Yep. Think so. All right, back to the game here. Bottom of the fifth, right? Lady Lopes are up here. Salas to the mound. Wind up in the pitch to Yanni Noriega, and she takes a strike. Uni Noriega. Sorry for the mispronunciation on that. Wind up in the pitch. Ooh, Noriega with some contact there. She runs to first, and she's out. Nice play by the infield from the Eagles there. From Zinn and Acosta with the play. So Natalia Franco up the bat now, and she gets the ball. Salas on the mound. Salas with the windup in the pitch. Ooh, nice contact. Fouled. By Franco. Count now is 1-1. There's the windup in the pitch. Oh, foul, tip foul, hits the ump right in the back. And he's okay. He doesn't even flinch.
The jump scare.
So the count now 1-2. And Salas is on the mound. Wind up in the pitch. Bit outside. The wind up in the pitch. Oh, nice hit by Noriega. She hits it right over the second base. And she's safe at first. So nice hit by Noriega with that single. The third base junior, number 2, Uni Noriega with a nice single. Occupying first base. It looks like up to bat now is Kelly. Shania Kelly, number 9 in the batter's box. The pitch by Salas right down the middle with a strike. We're in the zone first here. Wind up in the pitch and a swing and a miss by Kelly. Here's the wind up in the pitch from Salas. Contact by Kelly. Zinn right underneath it, and and so like it popped out. She caught it. So Kelly with the pop out fly with Zinn going right underneath it, catches it. Wind up in the pitch from Acosta to number 0 now in the batter's box for the Lady Lopes. And that's Patterson. Looks like Ziana Patterson Jr. for the Lady Lopes. The wind up in the pitch from Salas. Swing and a miss from Patterson. And that's the end of the game, folks, with the score 26-3, with the Lady Eagles victorious here at the home of the Lady Lopes. But still a great game, great spirits all around by both of these teams in the CIF Golden League. And one thing that I can attest to is just the sportsmanship and the sisterhood of both of these teams and the sport on full display today on this Monday of L28 Sports. So what I'd love to do right now is encourage all our viewers, if you're watching right now, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the City of Lancaster's YouTube channel. That's City of Lancaster CA on YouTube, where you can catch all the sports streams, all the live event streams, and all the latest news of your beloved city here in the community. Shortly here, we're going to be going to Tiffany Johnson, sideline reporter. And technical switcher here. We're going to have an interview shortly with Lancaster. But again, the final score, if you're still watching here, it's 26-3, going 5 innings, with the Lancaster Eagles victorious over the Antelope Valley Antelopes, the Lady Lopes. You're watching and listening to L28 Sports coverage. Please join us tomorrow as we next cover the Eastside Lions hosting the Quartz Hill. Is it Quartz Hill, right? Eastside against Quartz Hill? Yeah, I believe the Eastside Lions against Quartz Hill, right? Yeah, Quartz Hill versus Eastside, who Quartz Hill defeated just today, 13-0. They'll play again tomorrow. So a doubleheader coming up tomorrow. You know who she's going to interview? Okay.
And the picture of Rudy.
So shortly to come, we'll be having an interview with pitcher Rubio from the Lancaster Eagles, along with Coach Kendall Zinn. We're going to have a quick interview from Tiffany Johnson in a couple moments. and we'll get to it soon for you. First, we're going to coach. Looks like Kendall Zinn will be first here, and we'll let you know in a couple moments. We're going to pass it to Tiffany Johnson, our sideline reporter, and we'll be showing you that interview in a couple moments here. This is Tiffany Johnson and Kendall Zinn, head coach for the softball varsity Eagles.
Coach, great win. When you have a game like this where you're kind of dominating, how do you keep the girls humble yet motivated to stay on top of their game?
We always preach to our girls, to play with class and respect the other players, other teams. Everyone's got different skill sets. So we always just try to respect that other team because we wouldn't want it done to us. So we don't want to do that to other teams.
We saw that you were allowing girls to try new positions today, including Jordan. So how was that for the girls to get confident enough to get in those new positions?
I think it's fun for those girls to experience new positions. It kind of humbles them when in other games, when they see other players play those positions, it's not as easy as what they might think, but it's fun for them. It's fun for us as coaches. We get a laugh at it, and that hypes them up. They love it too when they make a play there. They're like, yes. So it's fun.
Now you guys are going into playoffs next week. What is the game plan starting this new initiative for playoffs?
After Wednesday, our senior night, Thursday, Friday, we go back into regular practice schedule. I don't know when we start playoffs, but I think it starts as early as Monday. So just back to regular softball, regular practice, getting ready for that playoffs.
Well, good luck, Coach, in playoffs, and see you soon. Thank you so much. All right, Ree, your turn. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You dominate out there, so don't be scared with me. If you want to scoot in just a little bit. Yep. So you're a natural-born leader. You're a senior now, and when they switched you in for pitching, you just kind of dominated. We were like, that girl has an arm on her. So how are you able to switch in your mind to go from first baseman to now pitching?
Oh, wow. I don't know. I've been pitching since I was 7. I'm 17 now, so it's been 10 years. So it's kind of just like second nature to me. Like I wake up and I'm pitching. Like that's just what it feels like. Yeah. So to me, it's just like just another day, Yeah.
Going into playoffs, like we said, you're a natural born leader. So what is your locker room talk when you talk to these young ladies?
Well, a lot of times they may not listen to me, but I preach mindset. I think mindset's a big thing. Staying positive, being like, we got this. Like if we mess up, it's okay. That's my locker room talk.
Last year in high school, what are the plans ahead for you?
So I am continuing my softball and academic career at Dominican University in River Forest, Illinois. Yeah, all the way over there. And I plan on pursuing fashion design.
Wow, you have the fashion, you have the athleticism, and you have the brains. Congratulations. Looking forward to your future. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into L28 Sports, where the Eagles got the domination over the Lopes today. We get to see the Eagles do their thing at